Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know. It is time we told it ourselves. With hammer and axe, we cleanse the world from the shadow of the ring and its master. Yet we dwarves celebrate as a scattered people, cut off from our one true home. Across Middle-earth, we mine and sculpt, delving for riches, yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria. Durin built it before the first sun rose. And through the ages, when darkness threatened our great kingdom, he awoke to lead us again. Until the Balrog took it all away. That was 1,000 years ago. And Durin the Deathless has not returned. Some say, be patient. I say, we wait no longer. It is time to journey from every mountain. Come, rally together. Bring your axes and tools, craft and courage. It is time we dwarves return to Moria.
Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. This is a brand new survival crafting game from North Beach Games. This is a procedurally generated world, and it's of course in the mines of Moria. If you're not too familiar with the lore of Lord of the Rings, this is beneath the Misty Mountains, where the first movie where they travel underneath the mountains. They're going to encounter the Balrog along the way, and this is the early part of the Fellowship and their journey. I'm going to let the game itself explain the premise, so you'll see that in a cutscene here in a moment. But in the meantime, you're going to play as a dwarf trying to reclaim Moria. Each dwarf is highly customizable in-game. It's heavily designed as a cooperative game, which I very much look forward to trying, as it's just released this morning, and I'll be playing with some family and friends later on. But for now, I'm going to bring you a single-player introduction, first look.
Yes, dwarves from every clan have answered your call, despite the King Under the Mountain's objection. Lord Gimli, Erebor will not support entering the Black Pit.
If the king wants to stop us, he can come himself.
Every attempt you've made has failed. This is a sign.
No signs or kings are going to stop us. This is the time to reclaim Khazad-dûm. Today, we get into that mountain. Any luck?
Nah, won't budge.
Did you try speaking friend?
Now, why didn't I think of that before? You did your best. On to plan B.
Ah, finally.
Plan B? Is that blasting fire?
I'd stand back if I were you.
This is madness! Gimli, you can't! We have to wait for Durin!
Durin's not here. We have to do this ourselves. Maybe this will wake him up. Limin Barak, Limin Tagaz, Khazad Dashtin.
Oh, no! This is another sign!
Oh, hammer of tongues. It's the fourth age. Nothing is going to stop us.
You heard Lord Gimli. Let's go. Pack it in. Yes, nice and tight. Come on, help him out.
That was no normal dwarf blast.
Alright, so that brings us into the game. Great introduction. Love how it sets you up for, here's a group venture to get into the mines of Moria, and then something goes awry and it brings you in solo, sets you up to play the game, or in your small group that would eventually come on through. Now, it's day one, dawn. We're in darkness. We need to get a torch. This is also going to be an extensive tutorial, which I have played through, so I'll be taking it fairly quickly through this phase. A bit of sped up components along the way to kind of get into the game proper. But the game does have a pretty high learning curve to it, and the difficulty steps up fairly quickly in the early phase. But let's go ahead and gather some resources, as we are now underneath without any resources, not prepared, but you can see we've got just wood scraps laying around, and that will set us up to be able to craft a torch. Game can be used with keyboard and mouse. I am playing with a remote, which I definitely find a bit easier for this style of game. And we're going to go ahead and equip that torch. Now, I've already discovered that there is our first mineable resource here in some stone, which will be really handy. But we're going to have to go forward a little bit, as I do not have a pickaxe yet and do not have the means to make one. I'll retreat and collect that stone here shortly. Alright, we've got a little bit of a chasm to cross here. It's just a shallow one. It won't hurt me if I don't make it across, but I'm going to sprint and jump.
There must be a way back.
And there we go. Metal fragments. That will allow me to craft a simple axe. Pickaxe, that is. And now we're going to retreat back and go mine up that stone. Like I said, it'll be handy later on. Two hands, two things to equip. So we've got a torch in one, and we're going to go ahead and mine up some rock in the other. Just collecting some stone. Alright, that's about all I can reach of that. We've come up with 53 stone, which is a good start for a need for a little bit later on. Meantime, let's get back to where we were. Sprint. And jump. There you go. Cleared it this time without having to grab on. While I'm at it, I'm just grabbing everything I can get my hands on. Is there a little more? Yes. This will all be useful in later stages. Light up these braziers. Give us some extra light in the area. And now it's dirt. So there are others in the area. There's also mushrooms that we're picking up here. actually, at the bottom left, you can see the time of day. The red is my health bar. That yellow one beneath it, that's my hunger. And I'm quite hungry right now. We'll eat a little bit. Oh. Some dwarf remains here. Get a hero's token. Whatever that means, I'll figure that one out later. I didn't get that far. Though I know they could be used in certain crafting. A raven. Ah, there's that raven right there. Hold on, let me grab these resources.
Are you from our camp?
Thank the winds. I am Arik, son of Arak. Yours is the only friendly face here.
What's happened to the rest of camp?
I cannot tell. A curse, ill curse. It blocks me.
Could you search for another way out? For any other survivors?
I will search. You go east, see what you can find. I will fly to you when I can.
Alright, so we have encountered a raven that was with the dwarven camp that is down here with me. We've been able to get a little bit of information from him about our situation. There is some sort of curse that is blocking the gate. We need to go find the gate ourselves. And this takes us into yet another chamber. Time of day, it's already getting a little bit later. It's now noon. Alright, and you can see we've got a path that is too high. So there is this quick build option for making platforms. I could probably do more than one to make this happen, but one seems sufficient. Ooh, maybe. There it goes. And now we're going to have the same issue coming down the other side of this. Let's go ahead and build another one. You can see the yellow is my active stamina. I'm not sure quite what the blue one is. This brings us into another chamber. Alright, well, here is the doors of Durin. This is the one that you come in through the other way. It's the west gate.
What's wrong with it? I've never seen runes with such shadow. No wonder we couldn't get it open from the other side.
So the doors have been cursed, which is blocking the entry. So this is that famous entry where we had that cutscene at the start. Speak friend and you shall enter, as in the elven word for friend, and that gets you in. But it's cursed from this side. It's being blocked, and that is preventing everyone from entering. Not sure if this is going to be relevant to the game or if it's just an Easter egg, but here's a sign of the Fellowship. If you didn't catch on, we are now into the 4th age, and Gimli was the one leading the venture to get into Moria. Gimli's been here before as he was part of the Fellowship, so here's that sign that we are now into the future. They got through, they escaped. He's now trying to return.
Track 'em down! Is there shit? We'll kill him for you, boss. Not yet, fool! Orktown needs to prepare. Then we feast on dwarf flesh.
Alright, so there are orcs still alive. There are still orcs here in the area. We're definitely going to have to be careful. My condition is already weary. Alright, well, I can tell you already that it's forward that we need to get, but this bridge is out. Going around will yield us some supplies anyway, so let's go ahead and make our way around. And here is Eric once again.
Ah, Eric, what news?
There's no way west. No way out.
I did not think we would see shadow-cast runes in Moria. Our path, then, must go east.
Long journey. You must prepare. Up here, at that old dwarven camp.
You're right. It's time to find shelter before making our way farther.
I will scout ahead. Stay alive.
With luck, we'll exit the Dimril Gate. For now, we must face the long dark of Moria.
Neat intro. I really like the way they've set this game up. Graphics are cool. Oh, hello. What's that stuff down there? Alright, so this sets this up as our first camp. You can always change to something later on. They want us to rebuild the hearth, so let's start with that. And this is why I picked up that stone earlier. With 61 stone already, this gave us a real chance to build these things that we need. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to get those along the way. Alright, we need a bedroll. So drop it into the build, the full build. There's a quick build menu, and then there's a full build. And here is where that bedroll would be. Let's go ahead and drop a bedroll, say, over here. Okay, now we need to claim it. Important to claim. Now we have a place to respawn if something were to happen. Okay, cook a meal to recover some health. We need to cook roast meat on the hearth. So we need roast meat. So to do that, we're going to need another something here. We need an improvised axe, which is our first weapon. I'm also going to take a moment to actually reorganize. Alright, so that first torch ran out, crafted a new one. I now have an axe, which gives us a weapon. And, if you didn't notice, there were some rats lingering around there. They should provide us some meat. There's a couple meat. We're going to need more than that. Oh, there's the orcs. Watching us, but not attacking. It's part of that tutorial. They don't want to attack us just yet. But let's go ahead and do some cooking, some roast meat. And that's going to take 40 seconds. So we'll wait. Like you have the table here. The crafting, you can see it as you walk around. While that is cooking, I'm also going to go ahead and do something useful with my time. Build menu, and let's make a wood chest. You can see that hunger bar filling up. Our health nice and full now. The hunger bar is not completely full, though. It's important to note. Rebuild the furnace. The furnace is right here. That is complete. Now we need to find and mine ore. Now, for me, second time through, this was rather simple and only took a few minutes to get through. First time through, it took a little bit. It did take that. There was a little bit of a learning curve. I did encounter a couple things, and I was searching for every last scrap of anything and everything. If you take too much time the first time through it before you get to that bed, fatigue's a real problem. You do need to sleep, and it looks like we've got an iron vein right over there. So let's go ahead and travel on down that way. There's those orcs, though. What happens if we get closer, though? We're going to have a fight on our hands. Or they're going to burrow underground and hide from us. They're going to burrow underground and hide. Alright, well, let's hit this iron vein, which means I'm going to need to change what's equipped. We have a mining song.
If a spider skidded across my camp, a terrible day'd have she. If a spider skidded across my camp, a terrible day'd have she. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if she would not flee, she would wind up caught in an 8-leg knot. Spider for dinner for me.
Alright. Mining is our happy place. Go to the furnace. We need to add coal. Let's see. We got a little bit of coal right here. Let's go ahead and take it. I was already here, by the way. There we go. That's going to take a minute and a half. Ah, no, that's the fuel. Fuel will last a minute and a half. Let's go ahead and use that all up and make a few iron ingots. That's going to continue smelting, so that's good. We don't have to stand here and craft the entire time. Okay, they want us to repair the smithy, which is somewhere. The furnace. There's the forge. Ah, we need 3 iron ingots for that. And we've picked up a few recipes from there. Now we need to forge an iron sword. We need 3 iron ingots for that. We've got the wood scraps. We need hide scraps. We don't have the hide scraps right now. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to need more ingots than what we have. Yeah, we have 2 right now. So let's go do a little more mining. It is now nighttime, though, and we're weary. Let's maybe try to sleep this off. Can we sleep? Rest.
When do we attack?
Okay, morning. Okay, very hungry. Let's do something about that. Ooh, there's something a little bit bigger over there. Might not be something I want to encounter just yet. Like a wolf, maybe. I think I'd like to have that iron sword before I take on a wolf. The rats, no problem. They're food. Reaching them, though, seems to be a little bit trickier. They are fast. There we go. Got that one. And that one. We need those hide scraps, and it's not coming from the rats. I have a feeling I'm going to have to fight a wolf. My torch is a bit low. Not sure I want that running out just now. Oh, there's the orcs again. And he is very much running at me. No, he's just watching, but there is a wolf behind him. I'll tell you now, my very first fight did not go well, but it was against 2 wolves. Is he going to retreat on? Oh gosh, there's a lot of wolves back there. Oh, he is going to fight me. It's a goblin. Oh gosh, we're getting attacked all fronts here. There's 3 of them. Ouch. Oh, I thought he was going down. staying alive for now, but this is... I have no idea how much health they have. There we go, we got one down. Two down. There we go. Well, that was a fight. That was definitely a fight. Top right corner, 81. I have a feeling that that is some sort of leveling system. We'll see. I don't know if I level up at 100 or what. Let's eat a mushrooms too. That'll take care of the health and the hunger. That's good. Now, I still need to fight a wolf. Health is back to full. Alright. New torch in hand. Axe in hand. We need a hide. I'd really like to fight one wolf, not two, but... Getting far away from the others. I got two coming after me, but there you go. Ouch, they are fast. Oh my gosh. What's going on? Swing at him. Okay, they don't do a lot of damage at least. But they are fast. I need to try to block, maybe. There you go. The block worked.
I need a better weapon for this.
And he's got the hide scraps. There we go. Okay, that's what we needed, folks. That is what we needed. We got some hide scraps. To the forge. An iron sword. Yes. There we go. First fight tough. Second fight should be a little easier, right? We need one more ingot to make a shield. Shield will certainly be helpful for us, I'm sure. Alright, with our sword, we should be able to fight more effectively than before. It looks like this orc might be wanting... Or is he gonna burrow? He's gonna burrow.
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
Yeah, we're definitely doing more damage than we were before, and it's faster. There we go, figuring out the block system a lot better. Sweet. Big improvement. Big improvement. Gates Endurance Highway, 234 yards that way. Alright, well, we have learned an absolute lot. And we've got another fight incoming, it looks like. Or are you guys just watching? They're just watching. Well, folks, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in to this first look video at the Mines of Moria, the Lord of the Rings game. It's a procedurally generated world once you get out of these initial area. After that, it's mining, it's fighting off enemies, it's expanding your camp, growing your tech, and eventually making your way out, presumably, to win the game. I'm loving this. It's just released today, currently available on Epic, and I'm looking forward to playing a lot more myself. Will you want to see that content? Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of the Mines of Moria. Also hit that like button, as it'll help get this video out there to the community. Also let me know what you think of the game. Is it one that you're gonna hit or miss on? So far, I'm finding this one a definite hit. It's fairly well polished at this point on release. It's looking pretty good and definitely a lot of fun. And I can't wait to try this with friends. That's going to do it for this one, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.